To be able to socially distance means you have space
Yeah.
to distance.
Right.
That's privilege.
Yeah. Having done this documentary,
Yeah.
you've learned a lot, you've seen a lot, you've spoken to a lot of people. It must have changed you, man. I mean, how has it changed you?
I think you learn something really important, and that life is life is short and it's ever changing.
Yeah.
All the time, and you never know what you're gonna be faced with, right? But I watched this woman who lost her husband tell the story and then pick herself up to move on, and want to then help other women that have lost husbands or and I thought, honestly, sometimes we are a bit self-indulgent.
Yeah.
And we are really worried about too much
Yeah.
self, and it's quite unimportant things actually. So I think that brought it back to me about the important things in life and knowing how life is very, very short, and just it was her resilience, I thought, that really shook something in me lah. And I saw that with every single person, and every single story was resilience. It wasn't like they weren't doing. Sometimes people think purpose is a big thing.
Yeah.
Like I have to go and save 1 million people and feed like 1,000 hungry children, but I think purpose is very, very simple, and it's never about you.
Yeah.
And it's very small. It's not like I want to do this. It's more like I want to just do this. And I think that changed me in realizing that. And I also always never thought that what I did was purpose driven.
It's just what you do.
It's just what I do. But to be honest, purpose driven for in helping people, right, is doing the best of what you already are good at.
Yeah.
And do it really well in order for it to affect other people and help other people. So I think that changed me in that sense, where I went, this woman wasn't really worried about, helping the world. She was just going to see who was the next person she could help.
Yeah.
And she wasn't like, oh my God, my life is over, my
Yeah.
husband's dead, and I
But you had
can't
every
move on.
reason to
She
feel
had
that
every
way, right?
every reason, and I'm not saying that the people that do feel that way, I'm not saying that that's bad.
Yeah.
I'm just saying what I learned from that was, in every situation, life is like that, and COVID or not, there's always going to be something.
Yeah.
And how we kind of take that into a positive is always how we move forward. And
Yeah.
move forward positively as Malaysians, and also as the world.
As a world, I think we've learned a lot, I suppose. I learned to appreciate whatever I had, because then I was like, wow, some people have it much worse. And
Yeah.
when it hit India, they couldn't have
Oh,
social
yeah.
distancing.
Yeah,
Because they're so...
I mean, here also, you think about it, like the certain clusters that were happening, right?
Yeah.
Social distancing.
In the Masjid India area as well, yeah.
Social distancing is a mark of privilege.
Yeah.
To be able to socially distance means you have space.
Yeah.
To distance.
Right.
That's privilege.
Yeah.
And that was the other thing that changed me. Was like, I think all of us in this room knows that we're privileged.
Yeah.
We're definitely more privileged than
Yeah.
anybody that.
To some extent, we're also a bit spoiled.
Yeah.
Right.
So privilege, and what I hope, right, that will carry through after the MCO is that you're privileged, and there's people who are not privileged.
Yeah.
They don't just need help during the MCO.
Yeah.
They need help continuously. Because it's the people that were in trouble during the MCO. They're not like okay now that the MCO is they're still in trouble. So that was the other thing, that like realizing that you are privileged. If you're not able to actually do things and not everybody has to go down turun padang, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
This is something one of the persons I interviewed on the documentary, Hannah Alkaf,
Right.
who
Right.
started the kita.com.
Yeah.
And she was saying, if you know your privilege, follow people who are doing things. at least take the responsibility of following. You know, of course, you have the influencers that you follow for fun because you know they go nice places
Yeah.
and they do nice things.
Not
cool.
anymore. Okay. Yeah.
Skincare all very nice. But it's not like also follow people who are doing things so that you are aware of what's happening. And then if it moves you, you go, cool, I could help.
Yeah.
You know, then that's how we continuously get out of things.
Yeah.
Get out of things that are that need help. If you're not able to, it's okay. But there are people who are doing it. At least support that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's also something bigger than you. That you
Correct.
must. I think at this point, everybody wants to find something, a purpose, lah.
Yeah.
Right? They want to find a purpose. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Glad you liked it. Now, if you want to check out a full discussion on all our other episodes, click right here. And of course, don't forget to subscribe.